Hello, everyone. Nope. Sorry. I go and I kick the camera the first thing. Sorry about that, guys. I will be right there. How are you today? Welcome to my channel. This is Kim from Dorothy's Daughter, and I am getting myself organized. It's been that kind of day. Sorry, guys. I'm getting ready to go out of town tomorrow, so I'm running around doing stuff. I didn't change out of my t-shirt, so sorry. I will be right there. All right, there we are. Okay. Hello, everyone. Elizabeth, Dee, Teresa. Glad to see you guys today. I'm going to try and bring this in here. This is my music stand, and I was using it because using the projector to cut out things, what was happening is that I had nowhere to lay my iPad, and I'm doing it all on iPad. So I thought, well, I use this as my music stand a lot, you know, when, for music things, for playing keyboards and whatnot. So I decided to just bring it up here and use it to hold my iPad while I'm using the projector. So it was already on here, so I thought I'd just leave it on for the chat. I still have a couple more pieces to cut out when we're done. So scoot around here where we can see. All right. So how is everybody today? We're getting ready to have a snowstorm here, I think, tomorrow. We're leaving town, but we're going where all the snow is already, I think, or where it's headed. We're going to Pokagon State Park in Indiana. So I'm real excited. Our kids bought us a getaway, and we love that place. We go quite often, so kind of excited. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Greeley, Colorado. Doing good, Dee. How about you? Teresa's in Virginia. Hi, Gail. Good to see you. Alberta. Good to see you from Kentucky. Jean is in Dallas. I want to be there. Actually, I want to be in San Antonio, but my niece lives in Dallas, so I guess I'd take that too. Let's see. Hi, Verna. Good to see you. And it is raining. That's good news in Arizona, I would imagine. Not here, but in Arizona, I bet it is good news. Let's see. Hi, Joyce. Nice to see you in Louisville. Barbara Jean, hi. I think you're in San Antonio, aren't you? You're recovering from your hysterectomy. Oh, boy. Yep. They did it Tuesday, and you were home by 6. Wow, that's amazing. When I had mine, it was actually 11 years ago. I was 51, or 12 years ago. And I actually had it on my 51st birthday. And I had to have an abdominal, so I was in the hospital a couple days, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't that bad of a recovery. I hope that you're not having a lot of pain or anything. It was much more pain than my back surgeries were, but not as painful as my knee surgery. So, you know, but it took some time, but just be patient with yourself, rest up and heal. I'm glad you're okay. I wish we would have prayed for you before surgery, but I will definitely pray for your recovery. Hi, Barbara. Nice to see you. In Kansas City. Oh boy, I don't know what time that Chiefs game is today, but I don't know if that's early or late. My son's a huge Chiefs fan, and I have to tell you, my little grandson is a huge Patrick Mahomes Chiefs fan. And every Sunday morning they do their football picks. My son and his son, my grandson, they do their rundown of football and who they're going to pick. And EJ's only 5, so when he does his part, it's just so cute. And today he goes, the Chiefs! That's how he says it. The Cheeps, and they play oofball. So I'm going to be really sad when he grows up a little and starts saying the right names for it. But anyway, I'm rooting for your Chiefs today, just for their sake. I have no horse in this game, so I'll take up my son's. Glad you're doing well, Dee. Hi, Kathy Ann. New Jersey, cool but sunny. Yeah, that's how it was here, but now it's getting gray. Hi, Lisa. Oh, you're just down the road from me. I'm in Toledo, so. Ann, snowy UK. Yeah, I wonder, like, do you have, is your snow season about the same as here, or do you have, I know it can get pretty bad there, but is it like January and February mostly, or December, January, February? For us, it's usually mid-December to about early March, I think, for the most part. You were 42, but yeah, that a lot of people, they, you know, I was 51 when I had mine, and I mean, we're in a mostly girls thing here, but if there are any guys, I apologize if this is offensive to you, but I said, you know, at 51, they weren't going to do anything much for me much longer anyway, so I just had them take out everything so I don't have to worry about it. But if I would have been 42, I would have kept them. You know what I mean? But at 51, I knew that it was only going to be a few years before they weren't going to be doing much for me, so. All right. Hi, Jana. Nice to see you. I bet you're glad to be home. I know it was probably fun to travel and see family, but I bet you're glad to be home. Baha Agethi, you're so happy. I'm glad. Deanne Bonaparte, you thought 40-ish? No, I'm 63. Thank you, though. I wish. But, oh, that's okay. I feel good, so, you know, I'll take whatever God has, so. Leslie, nice to see you from Alabama. Chiefs is the late game. You'll be watching from South Africa. Ooh, 2 a.m. You're gonna be up early. Yeah, I know my son won't miss a minute of it, I'm sure. So EJ's prediction, you know, when they did their picks, he said that it'll be the Chiefs and the Packers in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what's happening with it. I think the Packers game was on now, but I don't know what's happening. I've been up here trying to cut out a pattern. But about 4th or 5th thing that I've cut out with my projector. And I think, you know, it's going pretty well. But just when there's a lot of pieces, I discovered something. I printed the projector file so that I could know what pieces they were instead of trying to hunt, you know, with them on my iPad. It's a little bit hard to see where you're at. So I printed it out, and then I just was crossing them off as I cut them. So I still have a couple more to cut. But that kind of helped, just having a key of where to scroll to, because it was like, okay, here, you know, and there's a lot of pieces to this one. And so I was thinking, you know, when you get to some of those that have tons and tons, it would be really bad if you didn't have a key. So that's just a thought, you know, just print off a 1-page. If you just print the projector file, it'll just shrink it to 1 page, and you can see it from there. Hi, Mary Alice. Nice to see you. St. Augustine. Oh, you lucky girl. My brother and sister-in-law are heading to Fort Myers area at the end of the week for a couple months. I'm just jealous. Yes, you are right, Alberta. You are right. Your sister lives in Rossford? Are you kidding? That's amazing. Oh, wow. So when you come up to visit, you need to give me a call or message me or something, and like maybe we can go for coffee or something. That would be really fun. Wow. I actually grew up in Northwood, which is right by Rossford, and I actually live in Perrysburg, so you know where that is, I'm sure, if you are visiting Rossford. So, yeah. Wow. Oh, a laparoscopy. Yeah, they couldn't. I just had a couple huge fibroids. They were not life-threatening or anything, just fibroids, but they were pretty big. So they had to just open me up all the way. They had two big ones, and my kids decided to name the twins. They were, you know, just egging me on, but I got rid of them anyway. Not the kids, the tumors. That's amazing, Barbara. I'm so glad you're not doing well. I'm so glad you're doing well. Sorry, I read haven't taken pain meds, and saying that at the same time came out wrong. You're in the Midlands, so you don't get snow until February up there. Well, hopefully it'll be a mild. It's been a really mild winter here. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but as far as snow goes, we've hardly had any. I think we've only had accumulation like once or twice, so hopefully it'll stay that way. We're supposed to get some tomorrow, and we're actually headed to, the Indiana-Ohio border, kind of just into Indiana is where the park is, and we'll be staying at the lodge there, and they're supposed to get more there than we are here. So as long as my pet sitter can get here and as long as we can once we get to the lodge, we don't have to leave if we don't have to. So it might be kind of fun to sit in the pool and watch it snow outside. That would be kind of fun. Oh yeah, I bet. Dee, you're right. That's why I just, I didn't have a history of anybody with ovarian cancer in my family, but I just thought, why would I keep them? So you lost me. Uh-oh. Did I go away? Oh, I bet that was a memorable vacation. Hi, Tony. Good to see you. Barbara, that's really smart that they took everything. Definitely. I mean, depending on how old you are. But if you're past your childbearing years, I have no regrets. None whatsoever. I was on not regular hormone replacement therapy, but I was on bioidentical, where the pharmacy mixes it for your hormone balance. And it's supposed to be a lot less cancer forming and stuff. And I had them do that. My doctor was very progressive, and she was really cool about doing it that way. And they helped me a lot, but even that, after 3 years, my doctor said no more. So I haven't had anything for the last 9 years, and I still get hot flashes, but they come and go. It isn't debilitating or anything. So, and I'd be getting them anyway at this point. Oh, how nice. The knee-length Ravinia and the classic tee. What a great combination. Nice and just, casual, and but you could really dress it up too. Hello, Felicia. Nice to see you. Oh, you missed the start. Yeah, I was a couple minutes late today. I was just finishing up, or thought I was finishing up, cutting out this pattern. And my husband brought me up a Pepsi because he said, I bet you'd like to have a Pepsi during your chat. So he knows I'm having a really busy day today. As you guys, if most of you know already, that I'm a worship leader at my church, that I'm in charge of all the music. And so we restarted in-person services today. So I was up real early this morning, getting ready for that. So yeah, just feels good to sit down and chat with friends right now. So Yeah, I don't know how, I don't have hopes of the hot flashes leaving anytime soon. My mom had them all the way until she passed, but she passed at 70, so, I mean, I guess, that's not unusual. The Ravinia is a knit skirt, Tony. It's a really stylish, it has these really cool, like, curved pockets with a little bit of gathering on the edge of the pocket. Really, really cute. And a contour waistband, so it's really updated. Yeah, couldn't make that one in a woven. The details on it, the waistband contour and stuff, it wouldn't work out in a woven at all. Oh, awesome. Sorry if I didn't remember that you were going in for surgery, Barbara. My apologies, but I'm so glad you're okay. You know what? Now that you're saying that, I do remember that chat, that you mentioned that. It'd been like 2 weeks ago that you were going in on that Tuesday. So I remember that. Yes, lots of pretty things to come. I like your attitude, Joey. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know when mine will be finished either. We're the same age, Kathy Ann. So, yep. I know I was going to share another tip, another projector tip. I'm learning all kinds of things. Okay. So, I don't know if you were here, Joey, but maybe everybody does this and I just didn't know. But printing out like the projector files so you know where, what things are. It was like, so I wasn't scrolling around blind. That really helped me a lot. And the other thing is I made this card with squares, and I think I'm gonna have my daughter laminate it, because like if you want to check the zoom and you pull it up and you've got fabric on top of your when there's fabric on top of the cutting mat and you want to check the zoom, instead of moving everything all over the place, I just plop that down and move it around to where the squares are and make sure, and then pick it up. So, and then I thought, if I ever needed it to enhance the lines, like some people use a white card, I could use the back of it. So, but I'm going to have my daughter, she has a laminator because she's a homeschool mom. So I'm going to have her laminate one for me. And I think that would be really cool. That was just a little tip to pass on. I don't know. Like I said, these might not be rocket science or not. They might be things other people thought of before, but just in getting used to the projector, they've helped me a lot. I don't know how many of you guys are using them. I'm really surprised at how many are actually, usually when I'm talking to people. So. Oh, I did too, Dee. Now I'm a homeschool Grammy. Both my children are homeschooling their own, so it's pretty cool. My son, his wife, my daughter-in-law is teaching her oldest is 5, so he's in. Actually, I think he might be doing first grade this year, either kindergarten or first grade. He's pretty smart, so too smart, big for his britches. Yeah, they're 1-inch squares, Joey. I just did 4 1-inch squares. I didn't want to just have one because, that could be off. So I did 4. And then that way I can kind of spot check it around and make sure. It was just kind of, I just was finding myself always having to move the fabric so I could see the cutting surface. And then I'd have to move the image to where it would line up with the squares. So this way I can just put it down and, check it. Anytime, like all I have to do is turn the grid back on. As I turn it off and get out of my way, just turn it on to check it. Since I'm doing everything from an iPad, now on your on the computer, you can kind of lock it, I think. You can tell it what % zoom that you want. But on an iPad, you can't really, well, you can do that if you use Illustrator or Affinity. But with, I like that Zoto app because it's just super easy to use. So with that, you know, if you just pinch a little, it could go out. So I'm probably checking the zoom more than eventually I'll get used to it not going out, you know, and then I won't be double checking myself so much. It takes me longer right now because I feel like I have to double check everything all the time. So, yeah, I haven't really messed anything up with it or anything, but I do think that it's going to get faster as we go along. But I've only had it, what, 2 weeks, a week? So, hello, Mina. Nice to see you. Verna, there's an ultra short throw projector that actually sits on a table. And it's perfect for small rooms, I think. A lot of people put them on stands or they mount them on the wall right next to the, right next to the cutting table. They're really nice. One girl had, you know, like a basket from Pure One or someplace, you know, like a wire basket hooked to the wall, and then she had her ultra short throw projector like right in the basket. It was kind of cool. But that's, you know, I'm happy with, my husband did this and he put in the ceiling, and I'm very happy with it. Very happy. Yeah, I think they should put squares in each piece. If I had, because then you would be able to, you know, double check it as you were, you know, lining things up. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome from Bakersfield, California. Nice. Hi, the Silverleaf. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh, thank you. You are among friends for sure. We are, I think, a pretty good group of people. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you. Me too. I've sewn for years with a small, I had just a table in the corner of our bedroom. Many, many years. I made all my kids' clothes on that. But, you know, now that they're gone, I'm indulging myself in my little room. And, yeah, they moved home. They'd have to find another place to sleep because nobody's moving this room. Nobody's having this room. Hi, Paula. Nice to see you. Where are you, Mina? Or did you say before? Ooh, you know what? It just started snowing here. Now that I see that, it did. Just kind of a drizzly, sleety kind of snow, though. Oh, you're in Canada. Halifax, is that east or west? Because I know that system that we're getting right now is going up your way, I think, if you're in the east. Ah, there you go, Verna. That's a good idea. Yeah, so you're getting this same system. We're just kind of on the tail end of it. So, aw, what a sweet mom. Closed up her sewing room 1.5 years so her daughter could move back and finish school. That's amazing. I don't know if I'd be that nice. My kids have both moved back home at one time or another, just not for bad reasons. My daughter moved back from Columbus, and while they were house hunting, they lived here. So we had, well, she only had 3 kids then, so she has 4 now, but she only had 3 kids, so we had 3 kids, 4 adults, and 4 dogs in the house. Yeah. So that was interesting, but And then my son, I think they lived here for like 2 months while they were waiting to close on their house. So, but other than that, they haven't been back. They have been boomerang children so far. But I know a lot of friends of mine that have. That happened to my brother quite a bit. His kids were boomerang kids, but one is a missionary, so between assignments, she would stay there, and then and my other niece had their home destroyed by lightning. So while they were doing all the repairs and everything, they were staying with him. So I always laughed because at that time we were just becoming empty nesters, and my brother's 13 years older than me. And I would tease them that I never thought I'd be an empty nester before you. But yeah, they're just, he's got great kids, really great kids. Dreary, Oklahoma. Well, I'm glad you're here though. Nice to see you on. Yeah, we've had pretty gray. We had sunshine like yesterday. And don't you think when it's really cold out and there's sunshine, the sky is just so blue. But they're so rare to have a sunny day in the wintertime. Just so rare. Ah, you too. Awesome. She's a homeschool mom and grandma too, just like me. Yeah. I guess the weather, it's winter, everybody, I guess, everywhere. Even if you're down, when we lived in Houston, it was not nice out in the winter. It wasn't as cold as here, but, it would be dreary and drizzly and damp, not fun. There's usually a few other people from Canada here, Mina. I haven't seen, trying to think of... we have a lot of people from the UK and a lot of people from the States and a couple people from South Africa and Sweden. So yeah, kind of fun. Oh, there she go. There you go. She's in New Brunswick. Is that right? New Brunswick? You're right, Joey. Yeah, we should have a roll call for projectors on our Facebook group and have everybody just to send a picture of their setup. Oh boy, you guys are close. OFSMLA. What is that, Joey? I've never heard of that. Yep, people are getting ready for the rodeo. Yep. Hi, Somi. Nice to see you on too. Yeah, lots of fun. So anybody have questions? What's going on in my sewing learning journey right now is pretty much the projector and learning how to integrate that into my workflow. And boy, it does take less time, I got to tell you. Even at the stage I'm at where I'm learning, to not, especially I'm doing a pattern test, and that's what I was cutting out, the final version here. And as I'm doing that, I'm thinking I would have taped 3 different, this is the 3rd version. So I would have printed and taped 3 times for the same pattern test. Guys, that's like 3 hours or, 2.5 at least to print and tape a pattern to get, 3 times. So now sometimes on a test you don't have to print the whole thing over. Maybe they just changed 1 or 2 things. But a lot of times if they do a major change, you have to print the entire thing over. So it was really nice not to have to do that this time, to just pull up the projector file. So that was awesome. Although I do think that I probably, a lot of times in the print, you notice things that are maybe incorrect on the piece. Maybe as I get used to seeing projector files, I will notice like little discrepancies in markings and stuff, because that's part of what they test. They want people to find little typos and things like that. So I think that might be easier or better on the print version, but anyway, it was really nice not to have to print this 3 times. So it's coming out. I think it's the Whistler that we're testing for Love Notions, and the new sizing, and I'm pretty sure they pushed it back to like the first week in February or something like that. So it'll be a little while. The first place that got hit with COVID too. Not good. Oh, how I wish COVID would go away too. Yep, it is running all of our lives right now. I mean, no matter what, my husband's, still doesn't have a job because of COVID. So, it's just, it's funny. I said to him, other times that we've been through layoffs and stuff, it's not an easy time, but you cope, right? Because, you just do. Like, and I mean, now, like, I could never afford to buy like the projector and stuff like that without YouTube, so that's a blessing to me, because, you do have to like try to stay cutting edge for your channel and everything. So, I can sort of justify it, but also, different times when that's happened, you feel like somebody kicked you in the gut, really, when your husband gets laid off and you're not working. So this time, though, I told him, I laughed and I said, it's weird because you don't have a job and it's not the worst thing going on in the world. So in our world. So, it's like, I don't know. I don't even think about it that much because it's just because of COVID. Everything's because of COVID. So I don't know hopefully it's going to get better this year. I'm glad that I know the source of hope, in Jesus. Otherwise, I would be probably, I don't know how people are coping right now if they don't have something to hang on to like that. Awesome. Oh, for kid sizes, yes, Joey. Just unbelievably easy. I did. I'm going to be on the Love Notions blog. I have the Feature Friday this week, so stay tuned for that. I can't divulge what it is and all that yet, but I sewed for my littlest granddaughter, and that was just so easy to throw that up on the projector, and even the hack that I did was easier to do on the projector file than to do it on the paper. So, because I just did it in Illustrator, so that made it super easy. Well, actually, I did it. I positioned the pieces where I need them in Illustrator, and then I did the actual lines in Zoto with the what do you call it, annotation thing, the pencil thing with my Apple Pencil. Yes. Dee's in South Carolina, I think. I'm looking back here. Hi, Pearson. Oh, Francis. Hi, nice to see you. Sorry about that. I try to mention everybody, but sometimes people get by me. It will be woven. So, yep, it's a woven for a child. So, it'll be heavily concentrated on denim. So, that's why everything, see, here's my denim top stitching thread that I haven't put away yet. So, it turned out super cute. I just went and took pictures yesterday, and I had the blog post is due tomorrow, so I've got to write the text part, but pretty excited. I think you guys will like it, so it'll be a good one. Got to give instructions. For what? For which? Oh, you haven't done, oh, denim's really fun to sew. You just need to have a hump jumper. With denim, it's not even a suggestion. It's a must. I have two different, well, I actually have 3 different sizes, but one's in my serger drawer. This one is for normal fabric, right? But when you go over jean seams, you got to get one of these Janome jigs. And then you just pop it. I got the buttonhole on here. We've been having power surges, so I keep my sewing machine unplugged. Let me get this out of the way. So when you're going along and you get to something thick and you want to go over it, you can either put this like this under the foot. Let me put the foot back on so it makes more sense. Okay. So you can slide it under the foot like that, or you can, if it's really, really thick, you can just butt it up against there, and then it keeps that presser foot level. Because if your presser foot goes like this, right? If it goes along, it goes along. It comes up to something really thick, like a jeans hem, the seams, you know, where there's like 5 layers of denim. Go along, and it gets like this. Well, it can't go forward because it just can't. It can't. The feed dog can't work. It's working against this. So what you have to do is level that out, and then as long as you have the right needle, it'll go right through it. But you have to have the right needle. So the combination of the hump jumper and the right needle, denim's not a problem at all. So yeah, don't be afraid of it. It's such a reward to sew denim. It's just, you know, because it looks so ready to wear and can look really designer too. I'm a sucker for kids in denim. I just love little kids in denim. Yeah, she'll be wearing it in photos for sure. The Janome jig, I think I got this one so many years ago, I don't remember, but I've seen them on Amazon. Wowak has them. I've even seen these in the fabric stores, I think. Not this kind, but these kind I think I've seen at Joann's. Whoop. I'll pick that up later. I'm always dropping stuff up here. It's just like before I sweep, I have to go around and make sure, because there's always like 5 clips on the floor somewhere. So I don't know. They fly off. I'm a messy sewer. Yes, Paula, they have that on Amazon, the Janome jig. Yeah, some machines have them. Actually, this machine came with, they're calling it something for buttons, but it is the same thing. It's a same thing. Came with it. Oh, what a good idea. That's a great gift idea for someone who sews. Yeah, I think I have seen them on there, Joey, for sure. So, anyway, anybody have questions about anything? Anybody doing any new things, new tricks this week? I'm probably not going to get a lot of sewing done this week. I'll get my pattern test done. And then I'm going to be gone tomorrow through Thursday, so I probably won't get much done. And I'm not sure if I'll have a video until probably Friday. So I might try and do one from the fabric store when we go, because the park we're going to is right by Zink's. So depending on the weather, if it's really bad out, we probably won't venture. It's about 40 minutes away, so we probably won't venture that way if it's really nasty out. But, you know, we're going to be there 4 days, so we'll see. Sure. Faisal, you need a job. A sewing question? Okay. Sorry. I can't do anybody that's just trying to stir up something. So I'm not sure. But generally, sewing, people don't just say, I have a question, I need a job. So I had a feeling that was going to go south, so I just took care of it. Oh, how cool. That would make such a cool kitchen curtain, vintage hankies. Oh, wow. Can you so if they're square, can you like hook them at the corners so that you could maybe put lace then in the open little diamonds or whatever? I don't know. But that'd be really beautiful. We have no agenda while we're gone. Our kids gifted us this getaway because they know we love this park. So we're just gonna maybe walk in the woods if the weather clears up. They have this toboggan run, but they only run it on Saturdays and Sundays. So we would, and anyway, I'm not in any shape to be on a toboggan run anymore anyway. But there's a lake, and so we might walk by the lake and stuff. And there's some restaurants there that we really like. And we'll probably just, kind of stick around there's lots of little nooks and crannies and places you can read down in the lodge. Although we probably have to wear a mask now, so it might be, better to just stay in the room so we don't have to wear a mask, but we'll see. But there's a lot of neat little places to be. And yeah, I mean, we're careful when we travel. We've done that a few times now during COVID, and I just take Clorox wipes with me, and we wipe everything down. And we tell them no housekeeping till we leave. And if we need towels, we go ask for them. So we just don't want anybody in there, But yeah, it should be fun. And it was so generous of our kids to do that for us. So we found that by going during the week, we were able to get an extra night. So it'll be fun. It's a great park. I don't know how many of you live around here, but Pokagon State Park is absolutely beautiful in Indiana. So my husband went there every year growing up, so it's got some emotional connection for us. My parents were married there, believe it or not. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. I'm not your enabler. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that'd be so pretty, those handkerchiefs as a valance. Beautiful. Hi, Dot. Nice to see you. See you. There's a swing coat, and I actually just bought the pattern because I want to make it. The Molly coat by Violet Fields Threads. It comes in adult sizes. But it does not have a shawl collar. It just has a regular collar. But you could hack something with a shawl collar and add it to that pretty easy, I would think, because all you'd be doing is changing out the collar. So, you know, you could maybe take the octave coat collar and put it on something, or just something, even a cowl shirt, you could take it off. So, overloaded with work, but did quilting. Yeah, it's fun to just do some mindless tasks sometimes while you're listening to other things. I like doing that. Yeah, Violet Fields Threads, I think is the name of it. I'll go get the link, post it for you. Okay, where is it? Outerwear. Sorry, my internet's being slow. Get this link. Where is it? It's got to be on here. Maybe I got to search. There's the Molly Misses. There we go. That's the Molly coat. A free winter hat pattern. No, not for adults. I think I've seen a couple for kids, but not for adults. Oh, how nice. Hand sewing muslin covers over memory foam mattresses and couch cushion refills. That's great. Cool. Oh, Dot, sorry. What company are you testing for, Dot? It's winning? Oh, it's winning. Okay. Growing so much. Stay stitch around the arm side, and you know, all the places where you know, anytime there's anything, you know, that's in a that goes with the stretch, do a stay stitch. Don't handle it as much as possible. You know, cut it out right before you sew it. You know, don't cut it out and leave it sit for a few weeks, because if you do, it'll grow. Yeah, because it'll even grow after you're done. So, you know, and then when you're done with it, you want to lay it flat to dry. Don't hang it up. And just don't stretch when you're sewing. Don't stretch. Serger helps with that a lot, but just make sure that you're not stretching it or pulling it. Don't pull from the back or anything like that. Just, you know, let it go. Let the feed dogs work. A walking foot can sometimes help. I hate walking feet, but I know I just don't. I feel like they're just in the way. But since I got my Janome with the AccuFeed, this is the AccuFeed foot, and it's kind of like the walking feet. I mean, it essentially is a walking foot, but it's just, you get so much better view. So I can do this one, but if I don't throw it around. But I don't care for the regular walking feet because they're just so bulky. And then you've got to screw it where it goes on the needle thing. You've got to position that. They're a bear to put on. They're a bear to take off. And this is just, you know, you just change it out. So it's not hard at all. No, but I bought a hat at the dollar store and made a hat for a doll out of it. I haven't ever done old sweaters or hats, but that's a great idea. Hi, Lola. Nice to see you, too. Yeah, zigzag stretches. So if you don't want it to stretch, you could just, you know, you could stay stitch it. You're not going to like, I wouldn't stay stitch it in the area that you want to stay there because obviously you want a stretch garment. You want it to fit like a knit, you know. So you don't want to take away that whole stress of it. But if you just stay stitch the edges, you know, so that you're going to be cutting those off, but at least then your raw pieces or whatever aren't going to stretch before you get to them. And then just don't handle it any more than you have to. Try not to rip anything out if you can help it. Yeah, you have to just take a little bit more care when you're sewing something like that. It's the same way with rayon challis that grows too, even though that's a woven. There you got to just stay stitch everything. Anything that's on a bias, it just grows and grows. Gauze does that too. I'm trying to think of other fabrics that just do that. But sweater knits don't have hardly any recovery. So you stretch them, they just stay that way. So you just got to be really careful with them is all. There's not any real big, you know, foot you can buy or anything. Just keep, you know, just keep things evenly fed and don't pull on it. It's going to stretch some, even if you do. So might not be a bad idea if you're in between sizes to size down on something like that, just so that if it does stretch a little, it isn't, you know, because it will stretch while you're wearing it too. So I don't know if that helps or not, but I hope so. Oh yeah, you have a Janome with the AccuFeed foot. Yeah, that is amazing. That was worth the price at the machine. Believe me, I love that foot, and there's so many things I love about this machine. It's just the buttonholes on this. It comes with this foot that has this stabilizer plate, so it doesn't matter what's underneath that thing. It's gonna sew your buttonhole. So I love that, but it also, like, you know, if you sometimes, you know, if you had a seam, you know, if you were close to a seam, it would stop and then you wouldn't be able to get your buttonhole. This thing would just keep going through anything. So you have to make sure you know exactly where you want your buttonholes, because it's going to sew, even if it, you know, even if it went up onto the collar or something, it would just keep going. So, yeah, I love that buttonholer. But I had a different Janome buttonholer that was similar, but it didn't have this extra plate, which is really cool. It kind of comes off too, I think. Yeah, it comes off apart. So, and it slips right in there. And then that way the thickness of the fabric can be adjusted. So it's pretty cool. And then when you do buttons on, you know, jeans buttons, that's what's in here right now. These cute little buttons. I always forget which way to pull it to get it out. There you go. These cute little jeans buttons. I love them. They have rosebuds on them. Let me see if I can get it close. So you have to appreciate these close up because they're so cute. I got this pack of jeans buttons from Amazon. It had all different designs in it. And I had that little rosebud design. I thought that was perfect to use for my granddaughter. All right, let's see. Oh, no problem. I hope that helps you, Francis. Aren't they sweet? I love them. And they have a lot of neat designs in that little box. It wasn't expensive, but I have a button pounder in my house. I don't have a press, but I have a husband who has a hammer. So I let him, I put the little backs in there where I want them. And then I just hand him the buttons and the garment carefully, and he goes and hammers them all on for me. So that's my button press. Did that with rivets for me on that purse I made too. So, well, ladies, it's after 4, and I need to pack and do some laundry and do some other things. So I'm probably going to cut it short today, but have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. I'll take any questions that you have to look here before I go here and make sure there's no... Gazella, that's actually what I have, is the S7 too. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's going to be fun. I'm going to go to Zink's, so I might just, I might do a haul or something from there somewhere, not Zink's, but from the inn there. We'll see, or I might wait till I get back. But I don't know. I don't know if there'll be a video before Friday, so, but just know that I'm having a good time. I'll try to keep you guys posted on the Facebook group. Hammer in the morning. Yeah. That's good. I remember that song. We used to go around singing it all the time. I wanted to be Mary, of Peter, Paul, and Mary. She had a good voice, but she sang low and I sang high, you know, so I idolized all these female, you know, being a singer, I idolized all these female singers growing up, and they were always the ones like Karen Carpenter or Mary from Peter, Paul, and Mary. And, you know, and I was like a soprano. So I just, not the right, but now I can, you know, now I can get the basement because I'm older. So have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. I'll see you on Facebook and a video sometime this week. So take care. Bye-bye. Happy sewing.